Hello, everybody. How goes the Tuesday? It is me, the Derplander Linkus. I don't care how long it takes tonight, we finish in Stormblood. One last push into enemy territory. Hopefully, the final zone won't take forever because we have flying unlocked by default, so yay. But yeah, plan is we do it. Yeah, we made our final, well, the start of our final push began last night with Speculum Imperatorus, I think it's the name of that place. But we kind of lost Conrad. And his final wish, his literal dying wish, was for Elise to pick up the mantle, which she has, as you can see. Yeah, she is now the leader of the resistance, and yeah, she's one of the leaders pushing through along with Ralban. So I think that's more than enough of a recap. Let's get into it. Let's make our final push. Storm Alamigo, take back the keep, shove out Xenos, and roll credits. Oh yeah, and Alice got wounded. Because Fordola is apparently a super soldier now. That's a thing that happened, and Kryle's still missing, and they're using Kryle for experiments. But Thanker knows where she is. Now, if I could just stop butchering Lisa's voice, that'd be great. Now that Alice is settled in, it's time we rejoin the fight. Though, actually, maybe you and Alpha Nose should go on ahead without me. I need to talk strategy with the officers, and that might take a while. And yes, we're back to Samurai. We had our 1v1 duel with Lise, as per the trailer. But I don't really care that much for Monk, so we back to a Samurai. Ah, there you are. What was it that Lise wanted of you? Well, we had a 1v1. Ha! Sparring match on the Destroyer's very palm. Would have liked to have seen that. But she is right. We have lingered here long enough. I am ready to depart when you are. Take care, you two. Don't do anything I would. Well, that's a pretty narrow list there, Alize. And you had better not rise from that bed until you are given express permission to do so. Urianger will be paying you a visit soon, and he is already worried enough as it is. We have a long road ahead of us. Lead the way, Linkus. Before I forget. And yay for me remembering to turn off the starting soon. crossing through. You all returned. How fares your sister, Alphino? Her rapier wit remains undulled, for better or for worse. Have there been any developments in our absence? Someone's mad outside. I am proud to say that Castrum Urbania is now wholly under our control. At present, we are taking stock of the enemy supplies and redistributing them amongst our men. Also, while sifting through the officer's documents, we learned that a unit of skulls under Fordola's command passed through the Castrum en route to the capital with a single prisoner in their custody. Cryo, it has to be her. In all likelihood, yes. You will be glad to hear that the tunnel leading to the locks has been secured by our soldiers and is now safe for travel. And one final piece of good news. Reinforcements from all 4 Alliance nations have arrived and joined the main host, which has established a new base of operations within the locks. Commander Hex should be arriving soon, yes? When she does, we will call a meeting to discuss the final stage of Rauga's beacon. Speaking of, sorry to keep you all waiting. Alamegan folk dress, how very fitting. And well fitting, I might add. I wanted to do something for Ida and myself. I'm surprised Alfie didn't get bonked there. This is it, the last push. We're coming, Cryo.
I remember my father's words, how they rang in my ears as we left Castrum Urbania behind and looked out over the locks before us. Comrades brave and true, they had come from all across Eorzea to stand with us, to stand against oppression and tyranny. 20 years the Empire had ruled us, but no longer. Liberty or death. Liberty or death.
Ere we begin, I would say to you as a proud son of Alamigo that I am grateful to each and every one of you for your part in this endeavor. Now, to the heart of the matter. The enemy appears content to remain within the city walls and await the inevitable siege. Open conflict has been sporadic thus far. Whether Xenos is biding his time until reinforcements arrive, or attempting to bait us into a trap, none can say. We know better than to trust his word.
Regardless, we can ill afford to present Garlemald with a chance to ready her legions. It would be in our best interest to press for a swift resolution.
A long siege wouldn't be good for the people in the city either. If food becomes scarce, you know who'll starve first.
Just so. Therefore, I propose we commit our forces to an all-out assault. What say you? It would seem we are of one mind. Then let us proceed to the how of it. The Immortal Flames will form the vanguard, supported by the archers and the conjurers of the Order of the Twin Adder, under the Elder Seedseer's command. Once the main host has cleared a path to the walls, we will bring forward the artillery of the Maelstrom and the Temple Knights. I would have your cannons pound the gates and punch a hole right through the middle of their defenses.
What about the resistance?
Your part will be to occupy the residential district and keep civilians out of harm's way. The people are more like to trust their own.
Of course. You can count on us.
Remember that there is a second entrance to the city proper there. If all goes to plan, we will have secured 2 points of entry. Once both objectives are complete, we press on into the city, surround the palace, and hunt down Xenos. As for the Scions, you will be held in reserve as an irregular unit until we have more intelligence on your captured comrade. Kryle's rescue will be your primary concern, but I dare say we'll find a use for you once her freedom has been secured.
Thank you, General. I pray we find her quickly.
Ralga's beacon nears its end. Soon, my friends, Alamico will be ours once more!
How fitting weather we have. Oh, now it's fog. Hey, this squad's here. Just seeing if anybody says anything spectacular. Not really. The stage is set, and the players have assembled. Eorzea has come at last to drive the invaders from her lands. What would Grandfather say if he were here with us today? For all other accomplishments, Cryo remains in the hands of our enemy, and I find myself wondering if I could have done more. Though we know now that she was taken into the city, we have found nothing which might tell us where she is being held. Q Tancred? You know, you could just ask me. Q Tancred! Tancred, what have you learned? I shall spare you the particulars of my infiltration and simply state that I have seen her with my own eyes. She is being held within the residential district south of the city proper. I tracked her to the ruins of an old temple of the Fist of Ralgar, within which the Imperials have constructed a research facility. A research facility? What manner of research? Why, methods to imbue Guardians with the power to manipulate ether, in pursuit of which goal their scientists have, I'm sorry to report, performed many questionable experiments on living subjects. What? Calm down, Alphino. We've already been tasked with securing the Alamican quarter. This just gives us a reason to do it faster. I entered and exited the facility by stowing aboard Imperial transports, but that method is not suitable for a larger force. And it goes without saying that a direct assault on the rather substantial main gates would be ill-advised. I think I might know someone who can help. One of my men. He had an idea about how to get into the city. Actually, it might be best if I let him explain it himself. It's been a while. I'll not take offense if you don't remember. Might even be glad of it. Alagana, am I right? Aye, Wiscar's the name. I was raised in the peaks, but my mom grew up in the city. Any road, I reckon we can get inside the Alamican quarter by way of Loch Seld. What? How? It was a story my mum told us, which made me think of it. She was always going on about what life was like when she was a girl, see? And how they used to have to boil the water from the well before they could drink it, since it was full of salt. They were drawing salt water from the lochs, which means that there must be an underwater tunnel or something. Ah, that's it. But it won't be as simple as going for a swim. The well was closed, see? Apparently, Theodoric decided one day he wanted to control the water supply and forbade water trading. So even if you come up through it, you'll find yourself on the wrong side of a locked gate. At the time, my grandfather, being an enterprising sort, befriended a guard and lifted a key from his belt. He made a copy and carried on selling water until the Imperials invaded, and he ended up working at the saltery. In short, we need your grandfather's key, assuming he still has it. I'm certain he does, and I can take you to him, but it'll be dangerous. Don't you worry about that. We're used to dangerous. Nago and Arnvald will assemble a squadron while the rest of us go and get that key. Alright, anybody say anything? Let's not waste any more time then, shall we? The mum said the granddad kept the key with him at all times as a lucky charm. If he hasn't got it, then, well... Then we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Ready, Linkus? We may have to deal with a few Imperial patrols, or worse. I remember hating this solo instance. Saltary's not far. Follow me. Because it spans damn near the entire zone. I'll do it on this one. We're here, but this isn't right. Where is everyone? Word of the Alliance's advance has surely reached their ears. Mayhap they sought refuge elsewhere. We could search the buildings for clues. Signs that people were here recently. If I'm supposed to talk to somebody. There it is. Alright, which one of you triggered the obvious trap? On your guard, Magitech drones approaching. I have half a dozen. Linkus, keep Whiskar alive, would you? 7 hells, I could do with some help here.
Ready?
Sorry,
Away
Danger,
with
that
you.
was me. Now then, where were we? Ah yes, looking for the clues as to the whereabouts for erstwhile water merchant and his key. So why didn't we find this? In the wake of the ambush, you find a diary belonging to a laborer. The last entry makes mention of a plan to take shelter in the Sally Monastery. Sally Monastery. That's to the south. I'll lead the way. Not after that ambush, you won't. It's too dangerous. Linkus, we'll follow you. Keep your eyes peeled for more Magitech. I guess I'm the leader. Okay. What if we just didn't fight him? Though I'm half tempted to kill that frog just out of spite. Oh, that aggroed. Of course it's the carbuncle that aggroed. Monastery is just past that gate. Keep going. What is this? Something tall, dark, and imperial appears to be blocking the entrance. God damn it! I don't think there's a way around. Then we'll just have to go through him. Look, I think those two devices are shield generators. I will keep the machine occupied. Linkus, be a good chap and destroy the generators before it rips my head off. This done. See how it falters. Belabor the brute. You won't be getting up after that. Now, let's find our man. This is it. This is the monastery. They have to be around here somewhere. What? What? It's me, Whisker, your grandson. Whisker? Hey, Rocker, is that really you? You know what? Accurate voice. Oh, it's good to see you alive and well, lad. But who are these other ones? Resistance, Granddad. My comrades in arms. She told you all about me thumbing my nose in the Mad King, did she? Death sods never caught me neither. It wasn't much, but it was my way of rebelling against his rule. Glad to see you've got higher aspirations. Here, make our family proud. I will, I swear. Rauger is my witness. Oops. See if Alphino had something to say, but no. I was worried when he wasn't at the saltery, but we found him in the end. Now that we've got the key, it's time to find that underwater tunnel. Excuse me. We need to dive into the locks to look for a tunnel leading beneath the residential district. Sorry. That should be no problem for Linkus and me, thanks to the Kojin's blessing. But for the rest of you, I will have you know that I can hold my breath for 10 minutes. I think it's best that I support Monago and Oddball's unit. Oh, right. You can't swim. I am aware of that, thank you. It is neither here nor there, given that I lack both the Kojin's blessing and Thancred's preternatural lung capacity. Right, of course. I didn't mean anything by it. Nothing at all. So, Linkus, Thancred, and me. Let's head to the water's edge. Alphino and Whisker could join the others and wait outside the gates for us to let them in. I'm not even mad. We'll still give you a kick, Shattered its ankles to find me. I'm impressed. Events. Be surprised what skills an urchin can pick up in a city of pirates. A knack for selling fine leather waistcoats being one. Is there something you want to say, Thinker? This looks like as good a place as any. Ere you dive into the briny deep. Oriange, what are you doing here? Master Alphino informed me of your plan, and thus did I hasten to your side. When Mistress Alize unfolded to me the tale of her defeat, I was much intrigued by the apparent ease with which Fordola, a theretofore unexceptional warrior, defied my lady's every attempt to do her harm. After some few days of deliberation, I subsequently contrived what I believe to be a solution to the problem of her preternatural prescience. 'Twas in hopes of furnishing you with the fruits of my labors that I came. What? Wait, isn't that Moonbreeder's? Your etheric siphon formed the basis for my design. Should my hypothesis prove correct, you need but activate it in her presence. To say more would endanger the plan, for ignorance is your shield. Okay, buddy. It was Moonbreeder's time. It is not yours, my friends. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal and return. We will, for you and for her. Right, I'm going in. Follow me. Hope it doesn't kill us. Ah, excuse me. Is she actually underwater here? I think so. Also, Alphino could have totally came. Where is it? That ain't it. Alphino totally came. Could just stuffed him in the whale. Tunnel leads east. Anchor's already gone ahead. Let's not keep him waiting. We've been underwater for 40 seconds. He's fine. Let's see what this looks like underwater. And she's set. hell of a lot of supplies here. That tunnel was much longer than I anticipated. I would rather not make the trip again, if it's all the same to you. Whew, that was fun. Yes, tremendous fun. It needs a beastman's blessing anyway. I still can't believe you managed to hold your breath the entire time. It felt like we were down there for hours. Anyway, it's time we let our friends in. Once we head up these stairs, we'll need to make our way to the main gates, which are somewhere to the west of here. Forgive me for stating the obvious, but it bears repeating that until we open the gates, we three are on our own. It would be in our best interest to avoid guards and easily startle small folk. Obviously, but once our guests have arrived, we'll be free to head towards the research facility where trials being held as loudly as we like. Since you've been here before, will you lead the way? Of course, but I will move quickly, so see that you do not fall behind. Nothing left to say then. Let's get to it. Let's go. Follow my lead. Stay close and quiet. Wait, patrol. Let them pass. All clear. With me. Cedric, get to cover. I will deal with him. None were the wiser. Let us press on. Here we are. Ah, one more sentry. Give me a moment. Napping. Hey guys, look for a lever or a winch. We will guard the rear. Lever or a winch. Okay. Hills open, heavens weep. Alpha Note, can you hear me? The gates are open. Our friends are ready and eager to engage the Imperials. Now let's leave them to it and head for the facility. Remember the reach! Remember the towers! Attack! Sergeants, here! Sound the alarm! We don't have time for this. Put them down! I just took out 3 of them. Hold on, Cryo. We're coming. Oh, wait. Got aggro on this. I'm also not moved. The Resonatorium is just ahead. They know we're coming. Make ready, my friends. I reckoned a lot of you would come, but I didn't think you'd have the nerve to break the bloody doors down. Makes no difference to me, though. Time to die.
I can read your every move!
Use the siphon, Link. It's working. Strike now while she's weak.
Out of my way!
You'll pay for that. Keep at it. We almost have her.
How could I lose?
Enemy sighted. Engage with the commander. With me. Tancred, help me haul blows to the soldiers. Understood. We'll leave the pious in your capable hands. So it should be the two of you after all.
I'll cut you to pieces! Let's finish this! If only you knew the power!
Still got that siphon, Link. Isn't use it. I already did. You kill stealer.
No. Not after everything. I cannot lose. I will not!
Oh, but you will! Without your tricks, you're nothing! Conrad, Mefrid, your own comrades! I should kill you here and now for what you did! But there's no place for that kind of justice here. Not in my Alamigo.
Oh, how very bloody noble of you. Why, you'll pardon me my sins, will you? After you and your freedom fighters come and tear down everything we've worked so hard to build? We were fighting for our people's freedom.
You're slaves to a tyrant! There's no freedom in that!
Then you're kind of killing your own people. Well, bullying them at least.
Now, my friend!
And yes, we would know which pod Kryl is in because Thancred saw her. So we know exactly which one to go for.
Kryl!
Alphino? I knew you'd come.
Touching as this moment is, it will have to wait. We should rejoin the main force at once. Lise!
I'm taking her back with us, alive. She's going to answer for what she's done.
Listen to you, talking like you've already won. Xenos is gonna tear you apart. He commands a power echoing that of the Icons.
What are you talking about?
The hunt, you stupid cow. I'm talking about the hunt! He said you'd come, and here you are, his willing prey. You and your friends are dead, just like mine. And all our misery, all our sacrifice, it was all for naught!
No! You're gonna live long enough to see us win our freedom. I promise you that.
May I live 1,000 years.
Interrogations can wait. Let us be off.
Saved once more by Urianger's ingenuity. I look forward to learning why it was so imperative that we remain ignorant of the device's precise function. They use medicines to keep me in a torpor for much of the time. I fear I am still recovering from their effects. But I will be fine. I will. What a relief to have finally found her! Though our greatest challenge yet lies ahead of us, on the eve of this final battle, I found myself overcome with joy. We could not have saved her without everyone's help. Thancred, Lise, Urianger, and of course, you. But yes, there is still much and more to be done. I should be very interested to learn the meaning of Fordola's ominous words, for one. So Fordola had it in her head, work with the Empire, do their bidding, though they will eventually be like, hey, these Alamegans are alright, leave them be. And Lise, and basically everybody else is like, no, the Empire are dicks. Don't do their bidding. Fordola was willing to do whatever it took to prove to the Empire that Alamegans are worthy of being governed by themselves as a province of the Empire. And Lise is like, hell no, that's not freedom. And then she decides to hype up Xenos and basically say we're all dead. Lise has gone to deliver Fordola into the custody of the Alliance, leaving Monago and her men to hold the residential district and stand ready. Once the Alliance has breached the main gates and commenced their assault, the Resistance forces will push through the entrance here and join the fray. In that case, I will remain here. My search for Kryl took me into the city proper, and my familiarity with the defenses may prove useful to the Resistance. Understood. I shall instruct Arnvald and his unit to render support as well. They were tasked with securing the Aetherite, as I recall. With me, Linkus. Oh, someone's getting ready to raid. Oh, you play triple triad here? Alright. That's a new thing. Did they say anything? Gods, Kyle. It's so good to see you. I feared the worst. Oh, it wasn't your fault. You saved me. All of you. Thank you. We'll be departing shortly for Porta Pretoria to rejoin the main coast. Arnvold, I would have your unit remain here with Thancred, that you might support the resistance troop in the coming battle. Understood. We won't let you down. I trust you will refrain from doing anything I would not. We are both far too young to die. Alright. No noble sacrifices. Got it. Linkus, Cryo, let us be off then. Off to war. I guess one of the zones that might be kind of too big for its own good, but it does give this the feel of an actual city. So you may never see it from the inside, but it feels large enough to be like, oh, all right then.
Ah, the heroes of the hour. Not content with securing the residential district, you gifted me an Imperial Commander. What are you after, a medal?
The work is its own reward, General. I must say, however, that Fordola's claims were not a little disturbing. What manner of power could Xenos have acquired that might equal an Icon?
Might she speak of our missing Omega?
Very possibly. The Empire's fondness for comparable Allagan technologies is exceedingly well documented. Have we made any progress with our own investigation?
None. The search goes on in earnest, but Sid has thus far found nothing of note. Mayhap the Garleans beat us to it. If they were working desperately to repair the machine, that might explain their decision to remain within their walls.
Ah, Lise. I trust you surrendered Fordola into custody without incident. We were just discussing the pilot's claims.
About Xenos and his newfound powers. She hasn't said a word on the subject since we rescued Cryo, even when the interrogator asked nicely.
mayhap I can offer some insight into her claims, or at least into the facility and the experiments they conducted during my time there. Though my memories of the period are somewhat muddled, there are a few things I remember with painful clarity.
Thancred told us only that Fordola had undergone some manner of treatment.
Yes. It is a place wholly dedicated to the creation of enhanced beings, whom they refer to as the Resonant. As I understand it, the process aims to imbue a test subject with the qualities of an individual with demonstrated magical aptitude. This entails the mechanical extraction and transfusion of some manner of primordial essence.
So that's how Fordola improved so fast. I knew there had to be something. She wasn't half as strong or quick to predict my attacks when we first met. If it weren't for Oriange's siphon thingy, I really don't think we'd have beaten her.
My humble scheme asked far more in the execution than it required in the conception, I do assure thee.
Well, hello, Oriange.
Oh, you've got to stop doing that.
In calling upon Lady Alisaie after her defeat, I was most intrigued to learn of the apparent effortlessness with which Fordola countered her attacks. 'Twas as if she knew the blade's destination ere its journey began. A most impressive feat under any circumstances, but an almost miraculous one when considered in the context of Fordola's unfamiliarity with my lady's arts. How then could she so perfectly predict an unknown opponent's every move? After much deliberation, I surmised that Fordola may be possessed of a preternatural ability to divine meaning from the fluctuations of an individual's ether and to instinctively react. To employ a metaphor, one might say that she was attuned to the whispers of my Lady Alisaie's soul.
Wait, have you not just described a manifestation of the Echo?
I had no conclusive proof. The available anecdotal evidence suggested only that Fordola was uncommonly sensitive to etheric fluctuations, and 'twas this which led me to develop my stratagem. I would fashion a device with the capacity to generate a massive disruption in the surrounding ether. If, as I suspected, Fordola's senses were indeed questing for the most minor of oscillations, the shock of exposure to a more amplitudinous etheric waveform would be akin to a debilitating bout of ether sickness.
How ingenious. I note that the success of your plan hinged on your device's wielder remaining ignorant of its purpose, lest Fordola divine your intent.
Indeed so, Master Alphino. All things considered, 'twas a most fortuitous outcome.
That's putting it mildly. In any event, if Oriange is correct, that would mean these Resonant have been granted the power of the Echo via artificial means. A sobering thought, to say the least, and one which makes me wonder what else Xenos has in store.
So they're able to put the Echo in people, effectively.
Whatever the Viceroy's newfound powers, I know of none better equipped to face him. And face him you must, for there is now but one path forward, and it leads straight to Alamigo.
And it's not as if we came unprepared. We've got all our friends and allies fighting for the same thing. Honestly, right now I feel like we could take on anyone and win. And I mean anyone.
Let's go in there and whoop some ass.
Exactly. Oh, I wouldn't want to be in Xenos' boots. Not with the likes of us coming to get him. Right, I'd best get back to the residential district. Thancred and the Resistance forces are waiting.
It is time we join the main host. Kryl, in light of your recent ordeal, Might I suggest that you remain with the rear guard for now?
Oh, if you insist. Just this once.
So they just basically explain, yeah, Fordola has the Echo. That's how she's able to see attacks before they even begin their swing. And we could probably assume Xenos has it at this point too. And prithee proceed with the utmost caution, Lycus. If there be truth in Fordola's words, and the Viceroy is indeed possessed of a power echoing that of the Icons, then still greater strength shall be required to bring about his defeat. If I may, General, is there aught Linkus and I can do to assist with final preparations? Glad you asked. You've been informed me moments ago that all forces are in position, and that we are ready to commence the assault. All it remains but to notify the Alliance commanders. If you have no objections, I should be glad to have you do the honors, Linkus. You are instrumental in the success of Operation Archon. You helped bring an end to the Dragon Song War. You are a hero to the people and a symbol of hope. Some might judge it an empty gesture, or more as a waste of your talents, but I know it would mean much to everyone here. Level 70 quest? Nope. Next quest is. Xenos has never cared a whiff of politics. He lives for war and war alone. Kill him, or he will kill you. Ha! You should be the one to bring me word. By the Fury, it is good to see you, my friend. You who stood with us in our direst hour will ever be an inspiration to my countrymen and to me. Through Ishgard's debt can never be repaid, it is my hope that our deeds this day shall go some small way to redressing the balance. I like how they're giving me thumbs up. Whee! All is ready. Very well. Though many will fall in the coming battle, how many more shall know liberty for the sacrifice? There is a time for peace and a time for war. Even the matron understands this. We who have received of hers and the elementals' blessing go now to stand for Eorzea and her children. It's rare these days I am granted leave to take to the field. Perhaps I should have brought my mask. It's time then. Though this is not my theater of choice, we will play our part. Our cannons care not either way. That battery has sunk enough ships to fill a fleet. 'Tis not like to be bested by a gate. It is done then. Thank you, Linkus, for humoring an old bull. Maelstrom, Ada, and Ishgardian forces are in position, General. Resistance forces in the Alamega quarter are ready and await our signal. Naught left to do but the deed itself. before we pick up the last quest, I'm going to take my break. I'm going to get up, refill the water, stretch the legs, and we go. It's probably going to be a shorter stream now that I think about it, because I want to end Stormblood, and I felt for some reason this was a bit longer. But anyway, I will BRB, and when we come back, we make our last assault with that cat girl leading the van. Be right back, folks. Don't go anywhere. Alright folks, we back from the break. Someone just dinged. Good for them. Alright, let me knock out a thing real quick. My other screen. Probably shouldn't even come back from break yet. Flip that off. Second to last quest, I believe. Right then. I must go to my men. I shall be leading the first charge through the breach. And we shall head to the front. Pippin has command of our artillery outside the gate. It will not be hard to find. But before you go, I have a final favor to ask. Give this to my son. He will understand. To see what it was. Nighttime theme does not set this mood very well. Going to war. And it's this chill piano. What the? No, it's a statue. I thought it was a mob. Linkus, Alphino. What is that you got there? Well, it's a package from Robon. For you. Gave him one of his swords. By the 12, this is Tizana. Bull of Alamico's legendary sword, forged from 2 cursed blades. This sword is a symbol of everything my father fought to achieve, a weapon claimed on the blood sands, and with it fortune and glory. Its flames consumed the unworthy, but by fire was he reborn. Then he should bequeath it to me now, to carry on his legacy. Well, I shall endeavor to deserve it, but I'll be damned if this is his final battle. Hey, job change to a Dark Knight. Once we begin, there will be no respite until it's over. Are you ready, my friends? Very well. Brace yourselves. This should be quite a spectacle. Vice Marshal! Vice Marshal! Imperial unit approaching from the north. Aiming to destroy our artillery, are they? How many? Total numbers unconfirmed. At least one squadron. But, sir, the Wolfmen. Ferre Domine. Bloody hells, that's what we need. Call up the Bloodsworn. Tell them to make ready. Marshal Thorpin, wait. These wolfmen of whom you speak hail from Doma. They were coerced into fighting for the Empire, spirited away to a foreign land and told that if they disobeyed, the lives of their kin would be forfeit. But their homeland has been liberated. They have no reason to continue serving their Imperial masters. Ere you engage them in battle, I beseech you, grant us a moment to go and attempt to convince them to lay down their arms. I am loath to give the enemy more time to prepare, but if there is a chance that this conflict might be avoided, I suppose we must take it. Go then, but be quick. We will, Vice Marshal. With me, Linkus. Screw it. We will wait here for the Lupin to arrive. Steel yourself, my friend. Though I hope to resolve this without resorting to violence, it would seem wise to prepare for the West. They come, Linkus. You, clear the road! Honorable warriors of Doma, my name is Alphino Levier, and I come before you with news of great import. Silence, boy! You stand upon a battlefield. Be gone, or be cut down. Doma is free! Lord Hien has returned and driven Yasuyu and the Imperials from your lands. We were there. We helped him. There is no need for you to fight for Xenos. Lord Hien is dead, and you are a liar. What could a boy such as you do against Magitech? Throw stones and spit curses? Invoke my lord's name again at your peril. We will suffer no falsehoods. Do you not see me literally being a samurai? I speak only the truth. Put up your weapons, I beg of you. Let us speak as friends and not shed blood in vain. If your claims were true, we would gladly sheathe our blades and embrace as brothers. But since they must surely be false, we will be traitors to accept. Our lives and those of our loved ones forfeit. Words are air. You will prove the truth of your tale on the battlefield, or die in dishonor. That's a lot of boys. If you die this day, then we shall know you for liars. Truly, must we fight to prove that we need not fight?
For the House of Levier!
Fighting to prove that we don't have to
Release!
fight. We're no strangers to battle. That much is plain. I am the White. I am Hakuro, and I will be your opponent. How about you? Till I am satisfied, we shall fight on. Give me your all. On your guard, Linkus. His strength far exceeds that of his brethren. Is that all you can muster, Eorzeans? Hold naught back! Such ferocity. If he does not relent, we shall be forced to kill him.
So it comes to this!
That's what I thought of him. Oh. So be it. Moonstone Carbuncle, come! Stand within the Carbuncle's wards. They will grant your strength. Enough. You are every bit the warriors you claim to be. I dream of a day when people accept my words as truth without demanding that I prove them through feats of strength. But come, we must away. You fought with honor and restraint. You could have killed my men, perhaps even me. You did not. For this, I thank you. Warriors brave and true, I pray you tell us of the battle for Doma's liberation. We should be glad to do so. Lord Heian returned. Such joy this news brings us. But for Lord Gusetsu to perish in the keep's collapse, be taken from us by such treachery, there is no justice. Eyes forward, Hakuro. You wish for no better death. You knew him well. Aye, he would not suffer us to mourn with so much undone. So we will not. Duty comes before all. All Lupin shall know of Doma's liberation and of your part in it. And when you breach the gates, we shall turn on the Imperials as one. With fang and claw shall we rip open the throats of our masters. This the White swears. Thank you. When our war is ended, I am certain that your lord will help us to return you all to Doma. Such a curious thing, Destiny. To see us meet with friends of Lord Heian in this distant corner of the world. But we shall not keep you. Your day is not yet done. Come, let us not keep our comrades waiting. We have a nation to liberate.
Ah, you are returned. Were your negotiations with the Wolfmen successful?
The one they called the White was receptive to our words once we told him of Doma's liberation. They withdrew behind the walls to inform their brethren. If the gods are good, no blood shall be shed between our peoples this day.
Hear, hear. Now, I think it's time we did something about those gates. Thaumaturgis, forward! Give me hellfire! Give me Ifrit's bloody inferno! Now give me a Curfin winter! Enough ice and snow to bury a behemoth! All cannons! Fire at will! Let no man say we neglected to knock!
You're curious what's going on there. The plan is to heat it up, heat the gate up, and then freeze it quickly to make it more susceptible to denting and breaking.
that armor! We nearly had it!
Those are terrible shots. We're standing right there. Ow.
Is that...
Bear witness, my Eorzean brothers and sisters! Doma is come to pay her debts!
Lord Hian!
We will deal with the flying machines! Forward, my friends! For freedom and justice!
You heard the man! All cannons resume firing!
We're through. The way is clear.
It's a hell of a bigger hold than I thought it was. If you find Xenos, you kill him. No hesitation. Others may be taken prisoner, but not him. Not under any circumstances. You do not think he would actually wait until the last? No, no, of course not. He's no Vidofnir. By the fury, did that man just bring down flying armor with a single stroke in mid-air? That's a, that's a good picture. That's a good quote. The Vice Marshal's strategy for breaching the gates was most ingenious. Pity he did not account for the Magitech armor. But to be fair, they did not account for the Domans either. Impeccable timing, those Domans. Come, comrades! The enemy's gate is down! Forward! At long last, the end is in sight. The battle for Alamigo is at hand. All forces have been ordered to advance into the city proper. I trust your unit of elite adventurers is ready, Linkus. Excellent. Your objective is to make haste for the castle and kill Xenos Sheikh Galvez. Any questions? Of course not. Now, go and get the bastard! We can get some folks. We're just going to queue in and see who we get. waiting for responses. I think we'll go ahead and queue for it. Oh, oh, got one person. Read it while we still wait. Al amigo, liberty or death. Now begins the battle for the future of a nation. Together with the brave men and women of the Eorzean Alliance and the Resistance, you and your fellow adventurers must enter the city and make for the castle where Xenos Galvus resides, and put an end to his reign of terror. We got 2 tanks, but we got another after they do a Hell's Lid, so that'll be 4. A minute or so. Got a 4th, but they're in a Hell's Lid, and just seeing where they're at. We'll get a 4th in a couple minutes. So waiting on the 4th to get done with their Hell's Lid. Taking a little bit of a small break. So, you know, step away, go do a couple things, get ready for the quite a few cutscenes afterwards. Yeah. Not gonna put up the iCam or anything, just small break, a few minutes. BRB. Okay, we're back from break. And what timing? The 4th is done. Full group. Let's do a quick ready check. They've been leading the charge as a little dork knight. Thanks, Maelstrom Cat Girl. This guy. Old Final Fantasy VII reference. Did I just whiff? Skinny. I'll eat that because I thought I had 10 gauge. A scientist.
I shall have to share these findings. Initiate soul extraction. Ha! Success.
All planned.
The soul rebels. My word, this data!
Did all the things. There's Alfie. Going over there. There he is. to the... Why else would you come if not for this?
Let this moment last. Show me your role. Yes, yes, just so. Have you the strength? The power to transcend.
Oh no, we ain't done. All right. Hey, thanks to those folks, as always. Oh no, oh no. We letting these roll.
Yes! Yes! Such ferocity. Such tenacity. I am loath to recall how disappointed I was when first we fought. But finally, After bathing in the blood and offal of your enemies, finally you prove yourself worthy prey for the hunt. It fills you even now, doesn't it? The hunger to bite down on my jugular, to feel the warmth fill your mouth and run over even as you drink deep. Good. Good. This is the beast I have longed to face. As you sharpen your claws, I too sought newfound strength. But this is no place for a final contest. Come! The heavens shall bear witness to our dance.
Oh, found Shinryu.
Welcome to the Royal Menagerie. The King of Ruin built this place for his foreign queen. He kept it filled with familiar creatures from her homeland. They bored me all. This fine specimen, on the other hand, is simply divine. Your fates are entwined, are they not, Icon Slayer? This dragon, this embodiment of unbridled despair, born of a desperate man's burning hatred for the Empire. How raw the raging tempest that churns within its breast. No myth made manifest this, but a being of pure violence. Mayhap you are the true architect of our design. You who fought the very soul of vengeance to the edge and watched him fall. You who let slip the Allegan hound to drive this icon into my arms. Oh my, have I said too much? Forgive me, this sensation is wholly unfamiliar to me. A question, then, and I should like very much for you to speak from the heart. If I were to stand aside, what would you do to this icon?
Xeno's high on life right now. But if you were to stand aside, we'd kill it.
Ah, as simple as that. But of course, you are the Icon Slayer. Such certainty is to be expected. A pity. There is another alternative. Or there would be. Had you only mastered your ability.
What?
I speak of the Echo, of course. Does it merely render you immune to iconic influence, or is it rather that your influence is far greater than theirs? Granted, these implications are of no moment to a savage who thinks only of killing the beast before him. But when I read Van Belsar's reports, I immediately saw the boundless potential of the Echo. I saw how it could be instrumental in binding an icon to one's will. Hence my research and the resonant, and oh so much more.
Wait.
All icons must be exterminated, without exception. Such was the imperial mandate issued by my great-grandfather, after he saw firsthand the destruction wrought by one such being. They are a blight upon this star, he felt. And so he began his great and just crusade. Ha! 'Twas not justice which spurred his campaign, but fear! Fear of the icons! Fear of their power! Cowardice made them march forth to battle. Pathetic. Man should fight for the joy of it. To live, to eat, to breed. Lesser beasts snap and howl at one another for this. Only man has the wisdom and the clarity to embrace violence for its own sake. For we who are born into this merciless, meaningless world have but one candle of life to burn. I know you understand this. You and I are one and the same. Together, we could while away the quiet hours as friend and confidant, if you will accept me.
How about no?
And yet, in doing so, you prove me right. We are warriors. 'Twas plain from the first how this would end. You live for these moments, when all hangs in the balance, when the difference between life and death is but a single stroke. I live for them too! This is who we are, my friend! This is all we are! Alamigo and Doma and Garlemald be damned!
Just so you know, Shinryu can fit inside a D20.
We tower above the gods! You by your gift, I by my might.
Pretty nice picture. Double echo. What the?
And before the resonance, the gods shall be made to kneel. An ending to mark a new beginning.
Alright. See if we can drum up enough interest. That's 5. We got 2 spots open. One spot open. Full group. Meantime, while we get roles sorted out and whatnot, Shinryu, Ilbird's draconic god of vengeance, has been claimed by none other than Xenoshade Galvis, who has used his power as a resonant to merge with the primal and bind it to his will. Transformed into a towering being of pure violence, his very existence poses a threat not only to Alamigo, but to the entire world. All now falls to you and your comrades, for if you do not stop Xenoshade Galvis, no one will. Check out. Here we go. Double Namazu. One of my favorite page transitions in a game. wrong button. gonna happen. It's either his tail or that. We did it. Thanks everybody for being here. That was a lot smoother than I thought it was going to be. I'll be honest.
Are you all right?
I'm good. Him not so much.
The hunter has indeed become the hunted. And yet, there is only joy. Transcendent joy that I have never known. How invigorating, how pure this feeling.
Is that what this was all about? All the meaningless death and destruction, so you could feel something?
Meaningless. Men die that others may live. Those who survive are stronger for it. Not that you could ever understand. To have stood upon this great stage of fools. To have played my part to perfection. Oh, this moment. Let it be enshrined in eternity. My heart beating out of time. So clear, so vivid, so real. So real.
Coward!
Stop!
Farewell, my first friend. My enemy.
That would be one hell of a sight to see if this wasn't a T-rated game.
Where is he?
He's dead. By his own hand.
Then justice has been done.
No. There's no justice in that rabid animal's end.
Liberty or death. That so many should be forced to take up this creed to defeat such madness.
We won. Forget him. The living have need of us now.
Stand tall, Lys. Now is the time to raise a cheer for all who fought for freedom. A cheer loud enough to carry to the highest heavens.
You're right. Thank you. Without you... well, you know. So let's do it together. For Alamigo! In crimson it began, and in crimson it ended. And then we were free. But what is freedom, really?
Told you, Fordola.
We may be free to live, to love, to grow old, to have dreams and desires, and to strive for them. But in the end, we're defined by the legacy our forefathers bequeathed to us. Even Xenos was once a baby in the cradle, innocent and pure. He was made into a creature that lived only for death, not born one. 20 years of Imperial rule have left Ala Mhigo torn and bleeding. It won't be easy to heal a generation's worth of wounds, to bridge the gap. But I won't give up, Papalimo. I won't. Because I remember the price of freedom. I remember the smoke, and the ashes, and the blood. I remember the screams, and the silence. And I'll do whatever it takes to honor their sacrifice, to build a home for us all. I promise you. This is the end. The end of the Imperial province of Ala Mhigo, and the rebirth of Ala Mhigo, the free nation. Long may she endure.
That is 3.0 done. Same voice actor for Xenos.
This home rested forth from tired fingers, bathed in blood and sealed in stone, soul scarred. 12 beckoned by the bells of vengeance, spirits born.
Name days. Then you got turned into dude guy.
A family torn, a solemn past.
at least, very least, let the first song play, and then after that, we jump into more.
Lives, two swords, give an end to shattered whispers, wicked words. Return me of louder a rival's cry, or the oath that spur her onward. Your time is come, a choice bestowed. Tonight for unsigned this night you need not walk alone.
This guy. This lord. Alright. What does the aftermath hold in store?
Well, well, well. What a fine mess we've made.
And no one noticed those whenever we drug Xenos out?
All but spent feeding that primal, eh? Well, you won't be making any mischief with that amount of ether. Still, better safe than sorry. There. There ends your hateful legacy.
It's over. My condolences for your loss. A father should not outlive his son. What nonsense! You do not mourn his loss. You surprise me, your radiance. He was your son and heir, and an irreplaceable test subject. I know what he was. Monsters are not made for thrones. Nor are stars made to sustain false gods who sup on their very essence. icons summoned by desperate savages who hearken to the whispers of shadowless Charlians. Should you raise a hand against my black robe brethren, I will not stop you. Our desires are one and the same: preservation, restoration, compression, resurrection. All is in service to your one true God. And when the sundered shards are made whole, will there be a place for us mere mortals? Doubt my claims and question my motives, if you will, your radiance. You will come to trust me in time. Until then, mayhap you will find this reassuring. How dare you? We did it. We liberated Alamigo. I don't know what to say. I don't even know how to feel about it all. Relief, I suppose. Pride. And hope, too. We did it, Father. Ida, Papa Lima, Conrad, Mefred, Minfilia. We really did it. Hey, don't feel like you have to stand there listening to me mumble. Everyone else will want to talk to you. You beat him, after all. You're the real hero of this story. So run along and take your plaudits. When I awoke this morning, I thought Lord he undead. Then he lived, and now he is here. It has been a wonderful day. It feels only like yesterday that we were celebrating the liberation of Doma, and now look where we are. 1,000 miles apart our nations may be, but in spirit we are one and the same. For you to best Xenos, even after he had harnessed the power of a primal, is a testament to your ever-growing strength. Not bitter to have your vengeance stolen from you by another. There is some small regret, perhaps. That is outweighed by the satisfaction I find in his death. I commend you, Lucas. As should we all. Xenos was a monster and a tyrant, the man who killed my father and countless other of my countrymen. The world is a better place without him in it. I should also praise Master Alphino for his foresight and restraint. Had he not intervened, I might never have had the pleasure of being reunited with Hakuro and his Lupin brothers. It was a timely intervention, full glad am I not to have been burdened with the guilt of killing my Lord Hien's most trusted allies. Ha! Indeed, my friend, indeed. Get a clap from Thancred. Minfilia. No. Ascilla. Warburton. It will never be enough, I know, but I hope this makes up for it. If only a little. I hope this brings you both joy. You deserve it, and so much more. After all we have been through, I really should know better than to worry, but as ever, the relief I felt upon finding you hale and whole in the royal menagerie well nigh reduced me to tears. The warrior of light, victorious again. I should be surprised if some small part of you had not come to resent the title and the responsibilities which accompany it. You must forgive us if we call you hero when you accomplish heroic feats. But as the warrior of light goes, so goes the world. should take pride in the good you have done, and in the good you have inspired others to do. A natural warden leader of men like us. All these people weren't just following other commanders. They were following you. And you led them to victory, to freedom. Alas, not everyone could see the journey through to its end, but history shall remember them, and the glorious future they made possible. We did it. We bloody well did it. I have to send word to Alagana. No, I will have to go and tell them myself. Can you believe it? We won! We beat the bastards! Our amigo! Our amigo! Sorry, got a bit carried away there, didn't I? It's hard not to, you know? We owe it to the friends we buried to shout and scream and cheer with all our hearts. I want them to know it wasn't for nothing, that it's finally over, and they can rest in peace. You hear that, lads? We'll be alright. We'll be... Oh, bugger, not again. I'm so bleeding happy I could cry. And I'll go. Abba, Aloy, I wish you were here to see it. I did not know how or when, but I knew in my heart that I would return here one day. Here's to the others that didn't. I know, it's different for him and the other Alamegans. For us, it's a great victory, but for them, it's a homecoming. Our confiscating comrades have been informed of our victory. Thou mayest be assured that it was much for joy. Pippin, how you enjoying being a Dark Knight now? I've trained with countless weapons, but none compared to Zona. My father saw fit to honor me in this way still fills my heart with pride. The hero of the hour. Suppose we'll have to add Liberator to your titles. With their commander fallen, the remainder of the 12th chose to surrender to our forces. After 20 long years, it's official. The occupation is ended. But now the hard work starts. Though the people have had their fill of kings, there is no clear consensus on what sort of government they would prefer instead. Indeed, Father. Monumentous as this achievement may be, the road which lies before is no less uncertain than the one we have walked. Aye, aye. Yet if we can overcome 2 decades of oppression, I have no doubt we can find a way forward. Thank you, Vegas, for helping to make this dream a reality. Dama was only the beginning. With our victory here, we send a message to all the provinces. They can be beaten. You can be free. Praise be to the 12 for your victory. Though many brave souls gave their lives this day, we take comfort in the knowledge that it was not in vain. Yep, I got a bit carried away. But by the Navigator, was that really brilliant! Well done, Captain Drock. I'll spare you more flowery words. Doubtless you've had your fill of them. Still recognized as a damn captain. Gotta love to see it. Finished your rounds? Great. In that case, I'd like you to come with me, back to Rauga's Reach. Not for a rematch or anything, sadly. I want to call the Silence together. I'll explain later. I don't even know where to begin.
We've been through a lot together, haven't we? I can't thank you enough. There's something I need to say to you all. That is, if you have a moment. Good. You're all here. Good. Good. Thank you doesn't really suffice, does it? I'm grateful. Truly grateful from the bottom of my heart. But I know you didn't fight so hard just to hear me or anyone else say that. You fought because you wanted to help, because you believed it was right. Because you're scions. Now, I'm obviously a scion, but as Conrad left me in charge of things here, I also have responsibilities to Alamigo. When I put it like that, though, I realized I couldn't even pretend to be impartial anymore. So it seemed best to make it official. As long as I serve Alamigo, I can't be a scion. It might be selfish and short-sighted, but that's my decision.
Am I to understand that you summoned us all, some of us still nursing wounds, to hear this?
Will you quit your whining, you Stola?
Oh, I didn't,
Forgive me, Lise. 'Twas but a jest. But this I say with the utmost sincerity. Scion or no, we are comrades, now and ever after. Is that not so? There you have it. Come what may, you may count on us in your hour of need. We shall never refuse you.
Stola. Oh, God. I swore I wouldn't cry.
Come back here, you slippery little devil. Ah, to think fishing could be so difficult. What greater proof of a man's lingering mortality than an empty belly? A fate worse than death. Fie on it. To have arrived at the appointed place and time only to survive by mere force of habit. Truly, the Kami are not finished with us yet. Oh, capricious fortune. How you test me with this wretched soul.
Well, that's not ominous. This is indeed the work of either Shinryu or Omega. And since there is undeniably something down there radiating a massive amount of energy, which cannot very well be the late Viceroy's lap dragon, yes, I think we have our suspect. Yeah, this is a mess of our own making, so it falls on us to clean it up. It won't be easy, but is it ever? And now comes the part where you say you've got no choice but to divert company resources and employees to this pet project of yours. Lost profits and belligerent clients be damned. Uh, Financial considerations notwithstanding, you have to admit there is an unquantifiable benefit in giving our people the opportunity to study such advanced technology. Oh? Is that before or after you blow it up or seal it away? Fine, fine, but the moment I judge this little venture an unsustainable risk to the ironworks, I'm ending it, savvy? And to keep you honest, using my authority as deputy president, I've gone ahead and brought in a consultant, a master engineer and mechanical genius. You didn't. Come now, you mustn't build their expectations too high. It'll be less dramatic when I surpass them. Oh no, absolutely not. This is not happening. Nero Tolskeva, eager to begin his first day as loyal member of the Ironworks team. Looking forward to working with you, Garland. So fell the hunter, but what of the hound? So rose the children, but what of the father? I think that's a fair place to stop for the night. 3.0 is complete. 3.1 through 3.5 to go. And then, well, after Redetour, go back and knock out Alexander and Omega as well. I did kind of say it's going to be kind of rough because unfortunately I would love to be able to have like a second save slot so that way I can pause what I'm doing in New Game Plus for MSQ and then go do Alexander. But unfortunately it doesn't work that way. So I'm going to do this. I think here will be the plan. Tomorrow, we knock out Alexander. Tomorrow's what, Wednesday? And I think we knock out Alexander tomorrow. And then Omega Thursday. But I did kind of say I wanted to do them over the weekend. Well, there is one person who'd be interested in doing Alexander and Omega for Blue Mage runs, potentially. But I have to talk with them on one of the discords we have and see what would be a good time to try and get them in. But I imagine if I stream at normal time, they'll probably find their way in. I don't know, but tentatively expect Alexander, which I don't know will be the, might be an entire day now that I think about it, because Alexander has an actual story compared to the Coils. Coils had a story, but only on like part 1, and then part 4, or turn 5, and then turn 6-ish, 7, 9, and then 11 and 13. So, but it wasn't like fight, cutscene, fight, cutscene, fight, cutscene like it is now with Heaven's Ward, Stormblood, Shadowbringers, and then we assume with Endwalker. It was put stuff all the story into the intro cutscene instead of what we have now, which is basically like a 10 to 20 second intro and then about like a 10 to 20 second outro. Yeah, they kind of learned from ARR that it's probably not the best idea to put a skippable cutscene, stuff it in an instance, and have players who've already seen the cutscene have them wait like 2 or 3 minutes for the person that is watching the cutscene. So. It's very rare that they do that nowadays, but yeah. But anyways, folks, English is hard. Anyways, folks, that's going to do it for me tonight. Thank you so much for hanging out, participating in the dungeon, participating in the raid, lurking, chatting, whatever it is you do. I'm going to send you off to one Brit Kaylee as she does her Final Fantasy IX playthrough for her very first time. She and her group is also voice acting everybody and everything. And like I said, it's going to be a blind playthrough, so try not to spoil anything, try not to spoil mechanics, try not to spoil story bits unless she specifically asks. As for me, I will be back tomorrow, barring anything major, around the same time, 5 o'clock Eastern. I almost want to say 5 o'clock Eastern Pacific time for some stupid reason. 5 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time is the time I usually try to aim for to go live. And I think I'll be doing Alexander tomorrow. Because if I start MSQ, I'll have to go 4.1 to 4.3 before I can go back and do Alexander and Omega, which I don't know if I can do in roughly 8 hours of stream. I'll be honest. They're not bad, but they do get kind of lengthy, so. And I've been learning my lesson. Don't think anything is short, because 2.3 is where that screwed you. Or was it 2.4 that burned me on that? Anyways, that's a problem for future me. Current me is going to send you over to Britt Kaylee. We'll go chill and vibe in her chat as she goes through Final Fantasy IX. Voice act is all the things. I'm gonna hop off, go get some food, go get something that's probably not water, but it'll probably be water. And tomorrow, barring anything major, 5 o'clock Eastern, it's either going to be 4.1 or it's going to be Alexander, one of those two. Even though technically we just saw the cutscene for Omega and it wouldn't really make sense, and I probably should have done Alexander when I was doing Shadowbringers, Heaven's Ward, but I didn't think Alexander was that important, so my bad on that. Anyways, hope you folks have a good rest of your night, rest of your day, wherever you are in the world. Please stay safe out there. And I hopefully will see all of you tomorrow. It's either going to be a raid or it's going to be more story. Don't know yet. I'll find out when I get there. You will too. Have a good night, folks.
Alright. I apologize. Is this another wall? Oh, no, no, no. Oh, Lee!